Chapter 1 Integers. In this session, we are going to learn about properties of multiplication and division of integers. So the first property is closure property. Closure property says that integers are said to be closed under multiplication and division if after multiplying and dividing any two integers, the result which we get is again an integer. That means if you multiply any two integers, then after multiplication, if you again get an integer, then we say it is closed under multiplication. And if after dividing any two integers, the result which you get is again an integer, then it is also closed under division. So let's see whether integers are closed under multiplication and division or not. So first of all, closure under multiplication. So let's try to understand this property using an example. Here I am taking two integers. First one is a positive integer and the second one is a negative integer. You can take any integer and then you have to just multiply them. So I am taking the 5 and minus 2. So after multiplying 5 and minus 2, I am getting minus 10. And since minus 10 is an integer, so we can say integers are closed under multiplication. Why? Because the product of these two integers is also an integer. So you can take any two integers, you always get the result which is an integer. So integers are always closed under multiplication. Now let's see whether integers are closed under division or not. Here I am taking an example in which the first integer is 10 and the second one is minus 2. Now divide 10 by minus 2. After dividing 10 by minus 2, I am getting minus 5, which is an integer. But if I interchange the integers, that is, if I divide minus 2 by 10, then I am getting 1 upon minus 5. I am again repeating, on dividing 10 by minus 2, I am getting minus 5, which is an integer. But on dividing minus 2 by 10, I am getting 1 upon minus 5, which is not an integer. So here we have an example in which on dividing one integer by another, we get a number which is not an integer. Since we are getting a number which is not an integer, so we can say that integers are not closed under division. On dividing one integer by another one, sometimes we get an integer, but sometimes we do not get an integer. So that's why integers are closed under multiplication, but integers are not closed under division. Now let's move on to the second property known as commutative property. We can say integers are said to be commutative under multiplication and division if for any two integers a and b, we have a multiplied by b equals to b multiplied by a, or a divided by b equals to b divided by a. So if these two conditions were satisfied, then we can say integers are commutative under multiplication and division. So let's see whether integers are commutative under multiplication or not. Again, I am taking an example. The first integer is 5, the second integer is minus 2. On multiplying 5 by minus 2, I am getting minus 10, and on multiplying minus 2 by 5, I am getting again minus 10. So here 5 multiplied by minus 2 equals to minus 2 multiplied by 5. You can take any other integers, and you always find out that for any two integers a multiplied by b is always equals to b multiplied by a. That's why integers are always commutative under multiplication, because for any two integers a and b, we always have a multiplied by b equals to b multiplied by a. Now let's see whether integers are commutative under division or not. Integers are commutative under division if a divided by b equals to b divided by a. So let's take an example. Here I am dividing 10 by minus 2. So on dividing 10 by minus 2, I am getting minus 5. But on dividing minus 2 by 10, I am getting minus 2 by 10, which is equals to minus 1 by 5. Since minus 5 is not equals to minus 1 by 5, so we can say integers are not commutative under division. So we get that integers are commutative under multiplication, but they are not commutative under division. Now let's move on to the third property known as associative property. Again, integers are said to be associative under multiplication and division if for any three integers a, b and c, we have a multiplied by b multiplied by c equals to a multiplied by b multiplied by c, and they are said to be associative under division if a divided by b divided by c equals to a divided by b divided by c. So if these two conditions were satisfied for any three integers, then we can say that integers are associative under multiplication and division. So let's check whether these two properties were satisfied or not. So first of all, associative property for multiplication. So here I am taking three integers. The first one is 5, minus 2 and 3. So now I am multiplying minus 2 and 3. So after multiplying minus 2 and 3, I am getting minus 6, and then I have to multiply minus 6 by 5. So 5 multiplied by minus 6 equals to minus 30. Now multiply 5 and minus 2. So 5 multiplied by minus 2 equals to minus 10, and minus 10 multiplied by 3 equals to minus 30. So here either you multiply minus 2 and 3 previously, or you can multiply 5 and minus 2 previously. The answer which you will get after multiplying 5 multiplied by minus 2 into 3 and 5 multiplied by minus 2 into 3 is equal. So for any integers a, b and c, we have a multiplied by b multiplied by c equals to a multiplied by b multiplied by c. Now let's check whether integers are associative with respect to division or not. So here I am taking three integers, 15, minus 9 and 3. So first of all, divide minus 9 by 3. On dividing minus 9 by 3, I am getting minus 3. Now divide 15 by minus 3. So the result is minus 5. Now divide 15 by minus 9. On dividing 15 by minus 9, I am getting 15 upon minus 9. Now divide this result by 3. So 15 divided by minus 9 divided by 3 equals to 15 upon minus 9 multiplied by 1 by 3. So this will become equals to 15 upon minus 27, which is equals to 5 upon minus 9. So here minus 5 is not equals to 5 upon minus 9. That means 15 divided by minus 9 divided by 3 is not equals to 15 divided by minus 9 divided by 3. So here we have an example in which a divided by b divided by c is not equals to a divided by b divided by c. So we are getting an example which shows that integers are not associative with respect to division. So from there we get that integers are associative with respect to multiplication, but they are not associative with respect to division. Now let's move to the fourth property, which is multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity says that a number is a multiplicative identity for integers if we multiply any integer with that number, then we will get the same integer back. So in case of integers, we have 1 is the multiplicative identity of integers. Why? Because if you multiply any integer by 1, you will get the same integer back. For example, if I multiplied 5 by 1, I am getting 5 again, or you can multiply 1 by 5, you are again getting 5. Similarly, if you multiplied minus 5 by 1, you are getting minus 5 again, and if you multiply 1 by minus 5, again you are getting minus 5. So here we learn that 1 is a multiplicative identity of integers.